Hello everybody, welcome to the Ultimate Scouting Show. Thank you for joining me. Today we have another scouting report for the 2023 NFL Draft. We're looking at Paris Johnson Jr., the offensive tackle out of Ohio State. Kind of see where he grades out on our scale, where I think he may go, where I think he should go. So let's hop right into it. Paris Johnson Jr. was a 5-star prospect out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He had 48 offers from Division I colleges coming out of high school, which is crazy. He went on 3 visits to Georgia, LSU, and Ohio State. Ultimately, he decided to stay close to home, go to the Ohio State University. He played in 5 games as a true freshman, which is really impressive at Ohio State. I mean, obviously a lot of high-level recruits go there, a lot of really, really good competition within that offensive line room. He played 5 games as a true freshman, including the national championship game. He also played in 13 games, started every game for Ohio State as a true sophomore. At guard, now he kicked out to left tackle for his junior season. So he is a true junior, just 21 years old. He's 6'6", over 300 pounds, definitely a good size, definitely somebody that is really athletically gifted, and he's also a really, really good person. He was the recipient of the Armed Forces Merit Award, which is kind of given to somebody that really helps the military service community, and he's done just a great job with his foundation, the Paris Johnson Jr. Foundation. Somebody that young already just contributing to his community is really exciting to see, and somebody that, NFL teams are definitely going to look at as someone with really high character. So awesome to see from Paris Johnson there. Let's talk about some of his strengths. The first one is he is just a great athlete. He moves so well for his size. Definitely somebody that can reach block in a zone system. He's very effective in space. He can take on linebackers at the second level. Definitely just somebody that you can move around. You're not at all worried that, he's not able to hang athletically at the next level. He's definitely one of the really, really rare athletes at the position. And, you kind of expect that from a 5-star guy that has just the natural talent he does. He's just awesome to watch in that regard. He also has really good technique and footwork in the pass protection game. He's just able to mirror guys really, really well in pass protection. He's just, not giving in to, any fakes from the defender. He just moves laterally very well, just stays in between the defender and the quarterback, just shuffling his feet, not getting, off balance, just continuing to mirror their image, and then just kind of get into position on a very consistent basis where he needs to be. You can really rely on him to constantly be in the right place. Kind of with that, he has really good, patient hands. His first punch is usually really good. It's very active hands as well. He's constantly swiping defenders out from his chest, very long, active arms, definitely like the length he has, and he's certainly not just somebody that grabs on you and latches on. He's constantly looking to gain that advantage and swipe defenders' arms away and really mitigate a lot of their pass rush. So that's exciting to see, that he's so technically sound already, and pair that with the athleticism. That's awesome to see from him. One thing that I think is really underrated for offensive linemen is their ability to recover when you lose, because you're inevitably going to lose. That's just what happens, especially against, good pass rushers in the Big Ten and against good players in the NFL. You're going to lose on reps, but can you, once you lose initially, can you recover and get back into position where you don't give up a sack? You can either kind of just draw them away from the quarterback, or you can get right back into position and reset your feet. Paris Johnson Jr. does a great job of doing that, just getting back into position quickly. I think his athleticism really helps him there. He may lose inside, and then all of a sudden, he's right back in it, pushing defenders out of the way, keeping a clean pocket. That's very valuable from him. He also has great recognition of who to block. He's really, really good on stunts. Michigan State was running a lot of stunts. He picked all of them up with absolute ease. Great job there. And then he also can identify blitzers, identify, who he is supposed to block on every given rep. It's just very consistent. His football IQ and his kind of intangibles seem like they're at a really high level already, which is definitely a very valuable trait at offensive tackle. He's obviously a great person as well. We talked a little bit about that before, but I really, really like what I see out of, just his character and his leadership ability. That's awesome from such a young guy. To be that mature at that age is just fantastic for NFL teams. And then I think he shows flashes in the run game of really being somebody that can be nasty and somebody that can be, a road grader and somebody that can create movement. Now, that is one of the weaknesses that we're going to talk about here in a second. We might as well just go ahead and hop into it. One of the things I do think he can do is just be nastier, be more aggressive. And, from your offensive lineman, you want to see kind of that guy that just wants to dominate the person across from you. And I think Paris Johnson can do that. We saw that many times, him just, getting up and burying defenders. He can do that. He can be nasty, but I just want to see it a little bit more consistently in the run game. I think one thing in the run game that he can improve on is his grip strength and just his ability to latch onto defenders and not let go. There are a couple of times that, he's out in space and he's trying to grab onto him and he loses leverage because he's trying to, drive them out. And I think he can really improve his grip strength in the run game and his ability to just kind of latch on and not let go, just sustain those blocks a little bit longer. Sometimes he just tries to kind of wall off defenders and not really, let them get involved in the play rather than really grabbing on, holding on, and not letting go. Obviously, you don't want to get a penalty, but I do think that, we could see that just a little bit more out of Paris Johnson Jr. Another thing that he could potentially improve on is just improving his anchor a little bit. That's kind of when somebody bull rushes you, your ability to get low, get your butt down into the ground and get some leverage. And I think that he's shown he can do that. And that's the thing that's really exciting about Paris Johnson is I think even in all of his negatives, he's shown flashes that he can turn those into positives and really mitigate any issues that he has. But just every once in a while, I see him get bull rushed a little bit too much. Would love to see him anchor a little bit quicker. He can do it. I know it's there. Just want to see it a little bit more consistently. But man, as a whole, I was really, really impressed by what Paris Johnson can do. I think, combining the athleticism and the length and just the natural technique he has in pass protection makes for a really, really good player. I have a final grade of a 92.59, which is a top 10 pick in my grading scale. I really don't have many concerns about him. I think the concerns he does have are either fixable or he's shown flashes that he can do it. It's just all about putting everything together a little bit more consistently. And I think he can do that because, he's shown flashes. He's only 21 years old. He's gotten better every single year. This is his first year in college at his natural position at left tackle. I really do think that he is really good in space. He can reach blocks really well. I do think he is going to be best in a zone blocking scheme where coaches can really use his movement abilities and his ability to kind of get out into space and just be a really good pass protector in that regard as well. So I am really excited about what Paris Johnson can be in the NFL. I really don't have a ton of concerns about him, and I'm just really excited to see him suit up on Sundays. So that's going to do it for this scouting report here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button as well. That helps me out so much trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could help me out, that would mean a lot. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, check out my Hendon Hooker and my Will Anderson scouting reports. Planning on having a lot more of those up as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.